So one of the questions I get asked a lot is reel speed. How do I choose them, you know, for what bait or whatever? Basically, you have 4 speeds, in my opinion. You have the 5-ish, the 6s, the 7s, and then the 8+s, the burner reels, okay? So on your moving baits, you know, like this is a swim bait, you want that speed in which you want the bait to come back to you. You know, on this swim bait, when I throw it out there and let it hit the bottom, this is a 7.5 to 1. I want it pretty quick, okay, but I don't want it too fast. And here's the thing, this reel can change for this bait based on season. You know, in the summertime, 7.5. I'm bringing it. I want reaction. You know, the fish are aggressive. In the winter, I may go down to a 6.8. You know, just to slow it down a little bit, use a little bit lighter head. But all of it is based on what speed I want to bring that swim bait. Crankbait, okay? Crankbait for me is a 5 or a 6. A big crankbait gets a lower gear ratio, so it doesn't wear me out. You know, I'm one that when I'm fishing, I want my hands moving. Okay, I don't want to use an 8 and feel the crankbait wind it this slow. I want my hands moving. A 5.4 doesn't wear me out, and I can still burn the bait down there on the bottom. Really, really dig it. You know, this is Popbait. This is a bait, this is a timing, and the same way with a jerk bait, a spook, this is timing. This is, for me, it's a 6.8, and the reason being is because over all of the years, and I can't even really explain it, I know that a couple of cranks, twitch, pop, you know, walking the bait, it just feels right, okay? Some guys may use a 7, which is fine. It kind of goes into that personal, to be able to get the cadence right. Top waters, jerk baits, all of that stuff, it's a 6.8. Spinnerbait, I don't have one laid out. A spinnerbait for me, 5.4. Just because I want the bait typically to stay out of sight, you know, down, but I still want my hands moving pretty quick. Any kind of bait that I drag, anything where the rod is doing the work, you know, big worm, flipping. You know, if I'm flipping and the rod does the work, I'm actually not moving the bait with my hand, it's always a fast reel. This is an 8, and the reason being is because when I do get that bite, it doesn't matter if I'm flipping, big worm, throwing a jig, I want to be able to take up slack, hit that fish, and be able to catch up with him and get him out of the brush pile, out of the bushes, or whatever as fast as I can. So that's my rule. And you can look through my boat, through the truck, any bait that has, you know, a worm, a bottom bait on it, where I move it with the rod, it's always a fast reel. So that pretty much, if it's a moving bait, match your speed with your reel, and any bait that's on the bottom, I use a really, really fast reel.